Imagine a world where computers are not just crunching numbers, they're rewriting the very laws of nature itself. That's the promise, or the terrifying possibility, of quantum computing. These mind-bending machines, with their mysterious quantum bits, or qubits, seem to exist in multiple states simultaneously, bending the rules of what we thought was possible in computing. But what if quantum computers aren't just solving problems, they're actually altering the fabric of reality? What if, in their quest to unlock the deepest mysteries of the universe, we've accidentally opened a door we can't close? The quantum shift, a breakthrough that could change everything for decades. Scientists have dreamed of quantum computers revolutionizing everything we know, from accelerating artificial intelligence and advancing medical research to solving complex problems in cryptography and even predicting weather patterns. The potential is staggering. Quantum technology is supposed to be the answer to our most pressing global challenges. But recent discoveries have started to suggest that, perhaps, we've unlocked something far more dangerous than anyone expected. Unlike traditional computers, which process information using binary bits that are either a 1 or a 0, quantum computers work with qubits. These are strange particles that, thanks to a principle called superposition, can exist in multiple states at the same time. Imagine flipping a coin. While it's in the air, it's both heads and tails simultaneously. That's the quantum world, a world where possibilities overlap, and where calculations that might take classical supercomputers millions of years could be completed in mere seconds. But this is where things get weird. What if, by mastering quantum mechanics, we've inadvertently gained access to something far beyond our control? Something that could reshape reality itself. The quantum supremacy milestone, a new era, or a catastrophe. In 2019, when Google's Sycamore processor achieved quantum supremacy, it solved a problem in 200 seconds that would take the most advanced supercomputer 10,000 years to complete. To many, this was a monumental achievement, signaling a new age in computing. Yet, for a select group of physicists, it raised a chilling question: was this just a technological milestone, or was it the beginning of something far more profound? What if, in pushing the boundaries of quantum mechanics, we've inadvertently crossed a threshold into uncharted territory, where our very perception of space and time starts to unravel? At first, the evidence for this theory was subtle. There were unexplained glitches in experimental data, slight inconsistencies in the calculations made by quantum machines. But as these computers became more powerful, the anomalies became impossible to ignore. And some scientists are starting to suspect that these quantum anomalies are more than just technical glitches. They might be signs of something far more dangerous, something that is subtly altering the world as we know it. The ripple effect: is quantum computing already changing our world? Let's pause for a moment and think about this. What if quantum computers are already changing the world around us without us even realizing it? From financial markets to healthcare, what if quantum processes are influencing decisions, adjusting probabilities, and steering the course of events without us being aware of it? Imagine a reality where every moment is being subtly shaped by quantum algorithms in ways we can't perceive, decisions made in the background, affecting everything from your personal life to global economies. The interconnectedness of quantum systems means that information doesn't just flow in predictable ways. It can ripple out across time, affecting things we can't even trace. If quantum computers are influencing reality at this level, then perhaps we're living in a world subtly adjusted by forces beyond our understanding or control. The idea that algorithms are quietly shaping our world, manipulating decisions and events, is not just a fantasy. It could already be happening, right under our noses. And what if these influences aren't just a part of the fabric of the future, but the very structure of the world we live in? We may not even realize it, but the course of events could already be subtly altered by quantum processes. time distortions, is quantum computing rewriting the past? Now, here's where it gets even more unsettling. Some physicists running high-level quantum simulations are starting to notice a strange phenomenon: future calculations appear to be affecting past probabilities. To put it simply, it's as if quantum computers are interacting with time itself, altering events that have already occurred or shifting the probability of outcomes before they even take place. Imagine you flip a coin. Normally, it lands on heads or tails. But what if, after the coin has landed, a quantum process subtly adjusts the past conditions, increasing the likelihood that it was always going to land on heads? Sounds impossible, right? Yet, some researchers believe this is already happening, not just in controlled experiments, but in the real world, too. Equipment malfunctions with no clear explanation. Data appearing where there was none. Particles behaving in ways that seem to defy the known laws of physics. The more powerful quantum computers become, the more frequently these strange occurrences appear. Could it be that reality itself is beginning to break down, as quantum computations bleed into the very fabric of existence? Memory discrepancies and the Mandela effect: could quantum computers be shifting our realities? You've probably heard of the Mandela effect, that strange phenomenon where large groups of people remember events or facts differently than what's recorded in history. Some people believe this is simply a case of collective false memories, but others think there's something far stranger at play. Could quantum computers be subtly shifting us between parallel realities? What if every time we experience a moment of déjà vu or a collective misremembering, it's because we've unknowingly slipped into an alternate version of our own timeline? If quantum computers can alter probabilities and influence time, could they be rewriting history, or even shaping entire realities without us realizing it? The irreversible consequences: have we already crossed the line? But here's the scariest part: even if we were to shut down every quantum computer today, the damage they've already done might be irreversible. The changes they've introduced into reality could remain embedded in the very fabric of space-time, continuing to ripple outward in ways we can't fully predict. We may already be past the point of no return. Rather than pulling back, however, governments and tech companies around the world are doubling down on their quantum research. The US, China, and the European Union are all racing to be the first to master quantum supremacy. Why? Because whoever controls quantum computing will control the future. Leaked reports suggest that some governments have already observed anomalous effects linked to quantum computing, and instead of halting their experiments, they're accelerating their efforts, determined to stay ahead of the curve. Some experts believe that we've already crossed a line that we can't uncross. What if, in our rush to explore quantum computing, we've unleashed something that we can't control? Classical versus quantum computing, the stakes of the battle for the future. Let's take a step back and talk about the basic difference between classical and quantum computing. Traditional computers use bits, which are tiny switches that can either be on, 1, or off, 0. This binary system is the foundation of everything we use, from websites to games to the programs that run on your computer. But quantum computers use qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once, thanks to the strange phenomenon of superposition. This ability to hold multiple possibilities simultaneously means quantum computers can process massive amounts of information at once, making them exponentially more powerful than classical computers. But there's an even stranger property at play: entanglement. This is when qubits become linked, so that the state of one qubit instantly affects the state of another, no matter how far apart they are. It's as if they're communicating across vast distances instantaneously. These principles, superposition and entanglement, are what make quantum computers so powerful, but they also bring us to the edge of the unknown. As we push the boundaries of quantum technology, we're venturing into uncharted territory where reality itself may be at risk. Reality glitches. Are we seeing the fabric of space-time fray? As quantum computers continue to grow more powerful, some scientists predict we may begin to see bizarre glitches in reality itself. Events that contradict historical records, sudden shifts in the timeline, and strange distortions in cause and effect could all become more frequent as we move further down this quantum rabbit hole. But the most terrifying possibility: a civilization erasing itself from existence. Could ancient societies have once reached a similar level of technological advancement, only to accidentally rewrite themselves out of existence through their own quantum experiments? Old myths and texts tell of civilizations that mysteriously vanished, societies that possessed knowledge far beyond their time, only to disappear without a trace. What if quantum computing is a double-edged sword, and every civilization that unlocks its true potential eventually erases itself from history? The ultimate question: do we push forward or step back? As quantum computing accelerates, we're faced with a critical decision: do we continue down this path, unlocking the deepest secrets of the universe, or do we pull back before it's too late? Some physicists warn that we may already be at the edge of an irreversible transformation, one that could change reality itself. But here's the most unsettling question of all: if reality has already been rewritten, how would we even know? What do you think? Are we on the brink of a quantum revolution, or is humanity on the verge of an existential catastrophe? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Do you believe quantum computing is the key to our future, or the greatest danger we've ever faced? And if you want to stay ahead of the